Hey everyone, this is Sultan with WP Funnels, and in this video I'm going to show you how you can create a simple lead generation funnel in WordPress absolutely free. A typical lead generation funnel consists of the following 3 steps. A person visits your landing page where they're offered some value. In return, they have to opt in. Once they opt in, they go to a thank you page where they're given instructions on how to access this free resource. And at the same time, right after they opt in, an automated email is sent out with instructions on how to access this resource. So this resource could be a PDF file they can download, or maybe a course they can enroll to for free, or maybe some sort of guidance that you're sending out to them. Okay, it could be many things that you want to offer to collect the leads. And this whole process, this simple process, can be created in WordPress easily. To do so, you'll need 2 specific plugins. One is WP Funnels, the basic version or its free version, and 2, MailMint, also its basic or free version. And both of these together can work for you to create this simple lead generation funnel. And the combination of these 2 plugins will let you create this simple funnel journey quite easily and help you collect leads without any extensive costs. So let's see how you can do that. Now, before I start creating it, let me tell you the steps I will follow. First, I'll create an opt-in form in MailMint. Okay. Second, I'll create a 2-step lead generation funnel in WP Funnels. Third, I'll place the MailMint's opt-in form onto the landing page of WP Funnels. You don't have to do any back and forth or drop any shortcode. They integrate quite well, and I'll show you how. And fourth, I'll create an automation workflow in MailMint so that whenever someone submits that form, an automated email is sent out. Okay, and this is going to be really simple. It doesn't take much time. So let's get started. As you can see, I'm on MailMint's dashboard. I have MailMint and WP Funnels. For both of them, I have the free version installed and activated. Now, as I said, the first thing to do is to create an opt-in form. So I'm going to go to Forms, and here I'm going to create a new form. Now here you'll get options to choose some templates, or you can create one from scratch. So I'm just going to create one from scratch. So once you're here, what you can do is first name the form. So I'll say opt-in for lead gen, and here I'll assign it to a tag or a list, basically where this context will be added in MailMint. So I'm just going to create a new list over here, lead gen 1. It's simple. You just type it in and click on add list, and this new list will be generated. And this means that whenever someone submits this form, they'll be added to this specific list in MailMint. Now, these are the basic 2 fields that you must have in the form. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to add another name field. So now this form builder is actually a Gutenberg form builder. So everything works the same way you do using Gutenberg. Okay. Instead of calling it first name, I'm just going to call it your name. Okay. So that's what I want. I just want to collect the name and the email. Now, obviously I want to design it. So let me just select all of this and group it into one. And then I'll go and assign a background color. Now I have a color code that I want to use as background, which is this one. So I'll be using that. There we go. And for the button, I want to customize it as well. So I'll go to button style. I'll make it a full width button. And then let me assign it a background color. So for this, I have another color code, which is this one. I'll be using this as the button color. And there you go. I think that's just about it. I'm happy with this form, and this is the one I want to use on my landing page. So I'm gonna publish this, and just to make sure, I'm gonna ensure that the form type is default. If you choose pop-up, then this will appear as pop-up on the page. So I'll just choose default. And once this is ready, now let's move on to the next step, creating a 2-step funnel in WP Funnels. So what I'll do is I'll go to WP Funnels and open the funnels window. And I haven't created any funnels here yet because this is our test site. So I'm just going to click on create your first funnel, and you can see I have some options to choose templates, or I can create one from scratch. So for this case, let me just use one of our templates. Let's import this one. And there you go. You can see this is a 2-step funnel, a simple 2-step journey. And since this is the template, the pages are already designed. So what I'm going to do is, just for the sake, I'm just going to show you the basics so that you know how to configure it. And when you create your funnel, you have to update the content and the design to match your brand. Now on the landing page, if you click on the edit icon, it's going to open up in the edit mode of the page. I'm using Elementor, so it's opening up in Elementor edit mode. If you're using some other page builder like Gutenberg or maybe Divi, it's going to open up in that edit mode for that page builder. Now on this page, what you will need is you need to use our widget opt-in form. On the left side on the widget area, if I scroll down, you'll see that I have the opt-in form. You'll find the same in Divi as a module, or in Bricks as a widget, or in Gutenberg as a block. All of them, if you just look for the opt-in form, you'll find it. Okay, so this is the one that has to be used, and on this template this is already dropped. This is an opt-in form. If you see, this is an opt-in form, and this is the one that you need to have on your page at least to make this work. Now I'm not going to use this default opt-in form that the template has. I'm going to use the one that I have on MailMint. So to do that, once you after dropping the opt-in form, if you click on the edit opt-in form option, you will see there's this option called opt-in form source. So here, change it from WP Funnels to MailMint. And what this will do is this is gonna load one of the forms that you create in MailMint. I've just created one, so this is the only one that is selected. If there were more, there will be more options there. Now, as you can see, this is the form I created a minute ago, and this has been loaded here. So now this form is placed on my landing page and people can opt in. And as per the settings I set in MailMint, whenever they opt in, they're going to be added to a specific list in MailMint, and the data will be collected in MailMint, right? So once this is ready, I'm just going to click on publish. And if I go back to the canvas and preview this page, you can see I have my opt-in form placed on my landing page. Obviously you have to improve the content here to match what I'm offering, but let's say what I'm offering is this marketing guide that I'll be sending them via email once they opt in. Okay, now after they opt in, what's going to happen? Are they just gonna sit on this page? No, I'm going to take them to a thank you page. If I look at the thank you page, you can see that there is this page where I have said that your guide is on the way to your inbox, and then you can see that there is some content here. Gift is for you. You can get discount using this coupon if you buy it from my website. So you can add some other offers on this page, to make it more convenient to your funnel. If you have some service to offer, you can offer it here. If you have some other affiliate products, you can mention them here on the thank you page. But make sure that you're letting them know that this is going to go to their inbox or to their email. So this journey is ready. Now let's move on to the last step, which is creating the automation workflow for your form. Now let me go back to the MailMint window that I had open, and let me go to the automations menu on the left side, and let me create a new automation. Here you can see that you have options to import some of the automation recipes. So these are basically predefined steps or journey for the automation, but let me create one from scratch. So if I create one from scratch, first let me name it. So lead gen email, and then I'll assign a starting point. So if I click on this, I have many options here, but on the free version, you'll only get the form submitted starting point or the trigger. So if I choose this one, this will let me choose for which form this automation should be triggered. So let me select the one I created, and now I can define an automation journey for this leads, whoever has opted in. If I click on plus, I can define the actions I want to imply. I can assign them to more tags or lists other than the one I've assigned in the form. I can set up a time delay. Maybe let's say I want them to get the email after 1 minute or 5 minutes or maybe a day, or I can just simply send out an email. So let me choose that. And here what I can do is I can define the email prerequisites, such as the sender email, reply email, the subject line. So let me just rewrite the subject line. Here's your free guide to become an expert. Okay, I can choose the preview text as well, and then I can design my email over here as well. So you can see there are several templates you can use. So let me just let's say use this template. Okay, and on this email, what I'll do is on this button, I'm going to link to download that specific guide that I'm sending. So let's say download your free guide now. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to link that guide into this button right over here, so that whenever they get this email, they click on this button and the guide will be downloaded. And I can customize this email however I want. And once I'm ready, I'm just going to save this and then click on next. And it will take me back to the automation workflow after saving the email. So now my lead generation funnel is almost ready. So let me click on start workflow, and this means this automation is now ready to go. So next, let us look at this funnel in action. So let me go to the WP Funnels canvas where I created this two-step funnel, and let me copy the link to this page, and let me open this in a new incognito window. And there you go. This is the landing page I had, and obviously you have to improve this copy, but let's go ahead and submit an opt-in. So let me just write my name, and here I'll be using a dummy email. So let's say sultancs at coderex.co. Okay, and let me just submit. So as you can see, the form has been submitted and I have been redirected to the thank you page. And here you can see it says that my guide is on the way to inbox. Now let me go back to my site. Now let me go to MailMint's contacts. And here you can see that I just submitted this form and my name has been added and my email has been added, and it has been added to the list lead gen 1. Okay. Now if I go to automations, you can see that there has been one automation trigger, and I can look at the stats. It has been triggered once and the email is yet to be sent. It takes about 5 to 10 seconds for the email to be sent. Now I've waited 10 seconds. Let me just reload this and view the stats, and there you go. You can see one email has been sent out. Now since this is a test site, this email will not actually go to my inbox, but I'm going to show it to you in my email logs. I have Fluent SMTP on the side, and I can show you the email log that has been created. Let me go to settings and Fluent SMTP, and let me go to email logs, and you can see this is the email that was supposed to be sent. It says it's failed because I haven't allowed it to be sent out, but this is the email. You can see the subject line, here's your free guide. It has been sent just a few moments ago when I opted in. Okay, so that's it. That's how easily you can create this simple lead generation funnel in WordPress absolutely free, and all you will need is the free versions of WP Funnels and MailMint to create it. So thanks for watching this video. I'll see you in one of my future videos. Take care. Hey everyone, this is Sultan with WP Funnels, and today I'm here to talk about a new type of funnel, the social bridge funnel. Well, it's not quite new. I'm not sure why this is not talked about enough, because this is a funnel that has been used by many people and they have successfully generated a large number of revenue by leveraging the social followers. So what is the social bridge funnel? A social bridge funnel is basically a bridge between your social followers and your channel to earn money. Okay, so what you do is you use a funnel to separate out the people that are possibly willing to pay for your services and products and put them into one single place where you can reach them anytime. Okay, so here's how it works. First, you have a lot of followers. Okay, then what you do is you create this bridge funnel where you have a landing page and a thank you page and an email automation workflow working together. Okay, and then what you do is you use this bridge to bring people into a community. It could be a membership platform, it could be a simple Facebook group, whichever you find suitable. Okay, you add them to this huge community where they join by paying you a certain amount. That's right, they are gonna pay you to join this community, which is a proof that they're interested in your services. And then you can use that group to keep them hyped up and then offer you services or products. Okay, so that's the social bridge funnel. If you are any type of digital creator, or maybe an online coach, an online trainer, or a generic course creator, and if you somehow have a lot of social followers, then this specific funnel can help you separate the odds of having a lot of viewers and finding out the little bit of people that you can convert to fixed chunk of people that you are sure you can convert. Okay, so this is basically a great funnel for digital creators who have a lot of followers or who are in the status of influencers. Okay, now let me give you an example to visualize the whole thing. So let's say you are a marketing coach for businesses. Okay, you teach businesses how to market their business out there. Okay, so what you do is that you first build up a strong social profile and build up your audience there. Okay, so it could be an Instagram account or it could be a Facebook page, whichever you think works for you. So Instagram is pretty popular with this. You can create short videos from time to time teaching people bit by bit about the industry from your knowledge to help them understand marketing for business. Okay, now each video should solve only one specific small problem that they will find useful, they'll find helpful. And this doesn't have to be advanced stuff, just the beginner stuff or mediocre stuff, people who really actually need help with these things. And with these videos, you'll be slowly gaining more and more followers. Okay, once you have a lot of followers, let's say you build up about 200,000 followers on Instagram. Okay, now what you do, you go to your website and create a bridge funnel. So if you have WordPress, you can use WP funnels to create a landing page and a thank you page. Okay, on the landing page, what you do is you use a copy to promote your community, where you have to have some additional unique benefits for them. Okay, so here's how this is going to work. You need to first plan what should be the community about, or what benefit the people will get if they pay you to join the community. You don't really need to care about how much they pay. You just need to think about what value you can give them. So let's say you have a lot of premium courses that you're selling on other platforms such as Gumroad or Udemy or Coursera. Maybe you have those, all right? And people who follow you, they like your courses, but maybe not all of them can afford it, right? So what you can do is you can create a community where you tell them that, okay, whoever is part of this community, every courses that I launch, they're going to get a huge amount of discount, let's say at 50 to 60% discount. Okay, so if your courses cost about, let's say $100, these people can get that at $50 or $60 if they're part of this community. Okay, second thing you can do is you can promise them that, hey, we will have a selected workshop every week for 3 hours, once a week. Okay, and everyone can register, and randomly 50 people will be selected to join this workshop, let's say. So I'm sure in your business, if you're earning a lot of money, then you can afford 3 hours a week to make these people get convinced that they need to join this community and get that value for you. Obviously, you need to think about what this workshop should be about. So once you've decided that what value you're giving through this community, either it is the discounts on the courses, or maybe you're offering them some courses that are not available to everybody, but these people will get it after they join the community with a small fee. Okay, that'll be a great approach. What this will do is that from those 100,000 followers that you have on Instagram, a huge chunk of them will decide that, okay, if I pay a small amount and join that community, I'm going to get a plethora of courses at a low price, and I'm going to get a chance to join a workshop with the expert, to help me out on my business. And it's every week. So I might get a chance because it's being held every week. There's a higher chance that the customer is going to be part of this workshop sooner or later, right? Obviously, it's going to get difficult as your community grows larger. At that time, you need to find more creative ways to keep them engaged. But for starters, this is a great approach because you still do not have enough people in the community. So, having 50 people a week is great. You can even increase it to 100. That's totally fine. You just need a good conference tool to, host that workshop. Anyways, once you've decided that what your community is going to be about, what are you going to offer, the main things that are going to matter here are the benefits you're giving to the people that will join the community. All right. And the benefit has to be huge. All right. Something that they will really cherish. They will love you for it. Okay. Now, here's why I'm saying this. What you're going to do in the bridge funnel is on the landing page, you're going to promote about this community, the benefits they're going to get, and then tell them that, hey, you can join this community by just paying $10, let's say. You can charge more or less, that's really up to you. But I'm just saying, okay, if I have 100,000 followers and out of that, if 1,000 of them just pays $10 each, that's $10,000. Now, 10,000 is not much because, you'll probably be spending most of it on retargeting ads, to your followers to try and convert as many of them. Okay. But hey, that's just a ballpark figure I'm talking about. And that's a very small number. If you have a very big audience that are more engaged, then more and more people will actually be willing to pay a small fee to join a, targeted community where they get a lot of value. Trust me on this. Okay. So if you're an influencer figure, or if you have got a lot of loyal followers, then this is something that will help you build a huge community. So next, let's go to the next part. So now you have a landing page, you have described what value people are getting from your community, and you have offered them to join at a small fee, right? So let's say the people who like this, they'll join, okay? They'll pay $10, they'll agree to join your community, Okay, so the next stage is after they have said okay, they're going to pay for that, and then go to the thank you page, right? The thank you page is simply to thank them. Hey, thank you for joining. You can have a video there, to engage them more, and then tell them that, hey, check your email. You'll have your personalized access to the group, or to the community in a bit, right? So in the email, you have to send out a personalized password or a unique link for the user to access that community. But this cannot be a public link, because you don't want people to just copy and paste it and anybody can access. No, you have to limit that. So you have to use some sort of tool for that. So once you send that out, okay, the person is going to get the email. He's going to be happy that, okay, I paid for this and now I have access to the community. He's going to join the community. Make sure you have, any resource that you promise that you're going to give for free should already be there before they join. It cannot be a promise that, okay, it's coming soon. It has to be there. And then, you slowly start making offers, that, okay, now I have this premium courses I'm providing at 50% off. Okay. And then you start hosting those workshops weekly basis. These people are getting engaged. Okay. So just like that, you're going to build a community of thousands of people from your social profile. And, you have segmented them to know that, okay, these people are genuinely interested in what you have to teach. Okay. Or what you have to offer. Now, since you have a segmented community, here's the benefit you have. Anytime you have a new plan, a new course, a new feature, or a new service you want to launch, this should be the first place you're launching, because these people are genuine. They have already spent money to get, access to your community. They're willing to spend more to get what you're offering. So if you have a very good service that you're offering, let's say you're running a training course, you're taking students. So let's say, hey, I'm going to take 10 students for the next 2 months. And normally I'm going to charge about, let's say, $10,000. But for you guys, I'm going to give a huge discount at, let's say, 70% off. Just pay $3,000 to be my student. So see it this way, that if you give that huge discount, you might think that, oh, that's a huge drop. But see it this way, when you're running paid ads, you're actually spending just as much to get the people in. You're having to spend a lot of time preparing your marketing materials and all of that. But this community is ready. They are already nurtured. They're ready to get a call from you. They're ready to get that service that you're offering. So this discount is going to be an extra push, and a lot of them will sign up. So even before you launch to the public at a higher price, you already have some people signing up right from the beginning. So this community is something that's going to give you a long-term benefit. All right. So that's the whole concept of the social bridge funnel. Well, we had an agency in Bulgaria who helped an influencer there to gain tons of members into their community from their social followers. So that influencer had around about 200 to 300,000 followers in Instagram. And what they did was, within 5 days, there was over 10,000 revenue earned using this funnel. And they ended up having a successful campaign. They didn't have to spend too much because their Instagram followers are already very engaged. And all they had to do is offer them something really good. The community had a real value offered. And she offered a very low price to join this community. So this was a great way they leveraged their social followers. So you might think that it's always hard work. I need to host a webinar. I need to personally do presentations, so many things. That's great. Nothing wrong with those. Those obviously helps selling high ticket products and services. But this one is another way to get a chunk of people that are ready to purchase things in the future. If you have a community full of people that are interested in your products and they have paid to join the community, you know that that's the place where you want to be. That's the place where where you want to launch your next products. So this is the social bridge funnel. What I tell you is that if you have a lot of followers, maybe at least 10,000 followers, give this a try. Okay, I'm telling you, this is going to be an eye-opener, and this is going to help you build a community that's going to be more valuable than your original social followers. Yeah, you'll be trying to convince every social follower to join the community. That's true, but not necessarily that they are always the target audience you're looking for. All right. For example, let's say if you are a marketing coach, a lot of people following you are actually other digital marketers that are trying to create courses by learning from you, right? Now, they're never going to buy your courses. But this bridge funnel is going to separate them from the ones that are actually willing to learn. And that's going to give you the advantage when you're actually launching your products, launching your services. Okay. So that's just about it. That's the social bridge funnel. If you are a digital creator, have a lot of followers, go ahead and give this a try. It doesn't cost much, and you will find tools that will help you to fulfill this. In WordPress, you'll find WP funnels for creating the funnel. You'll find Mailmin to set that automated email. After someone pays with Mailmin, you can even send out nurturing emails, to convince them that this is the right choice. And then you'll find other tools to maintain your memberships, or if you just use a Facebook community, that's fine as well. Okay, so go ahead, give this a try. I'm sure you'll find this beneficial. Thanks for watching this video. I'll come with more educational videos in the future. This is just a start, but I hope this will be helpful to a lot of you. Thanks for watching. Take care. Hey everyone, this is Sultan with WP Funnels, and in this video, I'm going to show you how you can use email automation workflows for your funnels from the same visual canvas. That's right. Now, WP Funnels works hand in hand with Mailmin so that you can create your funnels, and then based on user actions in your funnels, you can define automation workflows to send out emails or collect them into Mailmin list, assign them tags, and so much more. And it's really simple. You don't even have to leave your WP Funnels canvas. So this just means that they two will work together to make it a complete funnel building solution for you. Whether you're a digital creator, whether you are a marketer, whether you're creating an e-commerce store, whenever you're creating a funnel, now you can create a funnel for your products. At the same time, set up email automation workflows for your funnels. Okay. So let's see how you can do that. As you can see, I'm on my funnel dashboard, and this is where all the funnels you create are listed. You can see I've created a few funnels, but for this video, I'm just going to create a brand new funnel. So let's say I'm going to click on add new funnel, and out of the templates, let's choose a suitable template. So let's say I'm going to import this template. And there you go. So as you can see that this template includes all of these steps. There is a landing page, a checkout page, an upsell page, and based on upsell acceptance, either the person goes to thank you or he goes to a second journey where there's a downsell step, and then there's a thank you page, right? So this is the funnel journey that I have. And the first thing you do when you create a funnel is always to assign the products you want to offer. So let's go ahead and assign the products. For the checkout, what I'm going to do is I'm going to offer an SEO guide in my funnel. This is going to be the main product that I'm going to promote in the landing page. Okay, so that's what I'm going to offer at $49.99. And then once someone purchases the SEO guide, I'm going to offer a complete digital marketing course, okay, in the upsell. There you go. This is an advanced digital marketing course a person can take right away. Okay, and after the upsell, if someone accepts it, he's going to go to the thank you page. If he doesn't accept it, then I want to make him a smaller offer with another guide on content writing. Okay, well, the reason I'm planning this is because you see, when someone buys an SEO guide, he might want to be an expert in digital marketing, so I can offer him a complete digital marketing course. But if he doesn't want that, maybe it's because it's too expensive, I still want to see if he wants other complementary products. If he gets an SEO guide, he might also want to get the content writing guide in case he doesn't have a high budget. So I can offer a smaller offer as a downsell in this funnel. So now this is a funnel journey. A person will come to the landing page, he'll go to the checkout and pay for the SEO guide, and then he'll go to the upsell page where he'll get an offer on the digital marketing course. And from there, if he accepts it, he goes to the thank you. He rejects it, he gets another offer on a content marketing guide, and then he goes to the thank you page whether he accepts or rejects it, right? So that's the funnel journey. But what happens if someone doesn't accept the upsell? Is that the end of your attempt to sell him the digital marketing guide? No, I don't think so. What you can do is you can use email automation over here to try and convince him to purchase it later on. So let me show you how that works. You can see that there are certain things below each and every step here. There is something called add automation. When you have WP Funnels Pro and Mailmin Pro, you get the option to set up automation workflows for each and every step of your funnel based on user actions in that particular step. So here you can see that what I want to do is if someone does not accept the upsell offer, I'm offering him a downsell here for sure. But I also want to use email automation to try and convince him to get the whole course later on. Okay, so for that, I'll click on this plus add automation, and it'll take me to this window. Here I'll choose an starting point, but you see when you click on this, this is giving me options on the upsell. So these are the action people can take in the upsell page. They can either accept it or reject it, right? So if he rejects the upsell offer, only then this automation workflow will be triggered. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to collect this lead in Mailmint first. So I'm going to collect this and assign it as a subscribed contact. And then I'm going to assign him to a particular list in Mailmint. Okay. Let's say this is another list I want to add them to. I want to add a new list over here. So in the search bar, I'll just write the list I want to add. So let's say digital course reject. So I'm going to create this list specifically for people who rejected the digital course. I'm going to click on add list, and this list will be created in Mailmint in the background, while you can see that this has been selected here. So whoever enters this workflow, he's first going to be created as a contact in Mailmint, and then he'll be assigned into this list. And then let's say I want to set up a delay of, let's say, 7 days. Okay. So exactly after the purchase, I cannot make the offer of this again because he already got this offer. He got a glimpse of that. But I want to offer him this product again after 7 days. So I'll add a delay of 7 days, and then I'll set up an email over here. Okay. So this will be the email where I can say special discount on full digital marketing course, 50% off. So that's the email I'm going to send. And then I can, design the email by clicking on this one. I can choose a template or start from scratch. So let's say I'm just going to choose this template. Okay. I'm just using a random template just to show you how this works. And let's say this is the email. On the CTA button, I'm just going to assign the product that I want to send. So I'll be linking the product page link over here. Okay. So this is not going to be a funnel. This is just going to be a direct attempt to make him purchase the product. But if you want, you can create a separate landing page with a complete funnel journey for this product as well, and include that link in this email. But for now, I'm just going to leave it to that, and I'm just going to go on next, and it's going to take me back to this canvas. So now you can see that this workflow is created. So what I have done is that I have chosen a starting point of upsell reject. If someone rejects this upsell, this workflow is going to start. This is going to create a contact in Mailmint. It's going to be added to a specific list, and then it's going to wait for 7 days, and then I'll be sending him this special email. In the email, I need to place a button to link to the product page where they can go and purchase it. And for the discount, I can either offer him a coupon, or I can create a separate funnel, and in the funnel I can apply this 50% discount and send him a link to that funnel so that he can directly purchase it from the funnel at a discount. Okay, the best practice is to create a separate funnel because you do not want the same discount to be applied in the store. So that's one way to get this sale. So once this is set up, you can click on this back icon and it's going to take you back to the canvas. So you're not leaving your funnel building scenario just to add the automation. You're creating the funnel journey and then creating automation based on their actions on this funnel canvas. And now what will happen is throughout this journey, a person is going to go through the landing page. He's going to pay for the initial product in the checkout. And once he's in the upsell, if he rejects it, he's going to go through the rest of the journey. But as per our automation, he's going to be added to a specific list in Mailmint. And then after 7 days, he's going to be sent an email with an offer to the digital marketing course. Okay, that's it. That's how easy it is for you to use email automation workflows for your funnels based on user actions in the funnel. Okay, so in the future, I'll obviously create separate videos to show you different tactics you can use where you combine funnels and email marketing. At that time, you will have different types of ideas, different types of strategies applied, and I'll be creating real funnels there. Okay, so stay tuned for those videos pretty soon. For now, if you're creating this funnel is very effective for anyone who's a digital creator, a marketer, business coach, a trainer. This is the approach you can take. You have to combine a funnel with email marketing if you want to get the best results. All right. So if you need any help with this, if you get confused while creating this, make sure to reach out to us on support and we'll help you out. All right. So thanks for watching this video. I'll see you in one of my future videos. Take care.